And that's a memo. Now for the top story night reaction. Joining us from Miami, the purveyor, BernardGoldberg.com. Mr. Goldberg. Quite a morning for me, Bernie.
Yes, it was. Let's start out with your chat with Stephanopoulos. Liberal reporters, with a few exceptions, have played down the Benghazi story. We all know that. They played it down because President Obama, their hero, wants it played down. There's a history in the liberal media of playing down stories that he wants played down and playing up stories that he wants played up. That's why during the campaign we heard so much about the war on women, because President Obama wanted that story played up. Now, it's important to point out that things have changed. And they changed when George Carl, a mainstream reporter on a broadcast network, broke the story last week about all the rewrites of the talking points to scrub any references to terrorism. That gave permission, and that's the word I want to use, that gave permission to other mainstream reporters to go after President Obama in a way they hadn't before.
All right, let me stop you just for a second. You said George Karl, who's the coach of the Denver Nuggets.
No, Jonathan
Karl, is ABC News.
Jonathan Karl.
But, you know, he took that from the Weekly Standard.
That's right. That's right. But that's also a good point. If Catherine Herridge comes up with something, and she's come up with a lot, or if Steve Hayes comes up with something, that doesn't filter into the mainstream press. That isn't permission for anything. But if one of their own comes up with it, now we can go after President Obama and act like real reporters because we now have permission. Now, let's go to your appearance on the morning show on Fox. You say that this is, well, let me agree with you first. The administration, the Justice Department, acted legally. They got a subpoena. They acted legally. President Obama involvement, no evidence of that. I totally agree with you. But you don't like the word scandal. So let me ask you a question, Bill. What word would you use if the Justice Department got a subpoena, which they kept secret, and then collected the phone records of Roger Ailes, Bret Baier, Catherine Herridge, and all the other reporters who have done fine work on national security?
I would use the phrase abuse of power if they did that. But here's the difference, and I'm of two minds on this. We know that the FBI is investigating national security classified information leaks, just like the WikiLeaks thing, very, very similar to that. And also we know the story centers around a CIA operation in Yemen, all right, that found its way into the Associated Press. And the FBI is trying to find out who leaked the classified information to the AP. Now, you can agree or disagree whether the FBI should be doing that, but it's legal to do it, and they're doing it.
Absolutely.
But here's where it gets me furious. Holder, the Attorney General, recused himself from this investigation because he himself might have leaked it. All right? So he said, well, I'm not going to do it because I might be a target of the FBI's interviews. So I'm going to give it to my deputy. So then Holder goes, I don't know anything about it. That's not true. Holder knows a lot about it. But so it's a big charade. As I said, it's we don't know anything, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out about Benghazi. We're going to find out about the IRS, and we're going to and they never find out.
No, but it's worse than that. This is what they do. They say we're going to find out about it, so we can't answer your questions now because we don't know yet. Then when you ask about it 8 months later, they say, hey, it's an old story.
Yeah, it's an old
what are you asking me about it?
It's an old story. You know, but everybody knows the game now. Now, final question for you. I'm trying to convince conservative Americans who think I'm soft on Obama or I'm, you know, all of that business, that by saying the AP story is a scandal before you know anything about it hurts the cause of legitimate investigations into the Obama administration. Do you buy that?
I think you're on to a good point, but I think the AP example is not a good one because I do think that is a scandal. But the point you're making is that there are people on the left who will not acknowledge that Benghazi is a big story. And there are people on the right who, if Barack Obama came up with a cure for cancer, wouldn't give him credit for it. And by the way, I mean that literally. So we're not dealing with journalism. We're not even dealing in this day and age with honest opinion. We're dealing with raw partisanship, and that's not good for the people out
But
there.
it
But
helps.
all of this,
President Obama because he can just
It does.
throw it
It
out.
does.
It's
It
all
does.
political. The Fox
Absolutely.
News people, they don't like me, so whatever
I'll
they
give
say
you
doesn't matter.
Right. The best single example, and I could do this in a half a sentence, are the birthers. These people who still think Barack Obama was born on Pluto or someplace only help Barack Obama.
All right, Bernie.
And it's true to a lesser extent in all these other examples.
Next on the run.